The horrible American tradition of prom. Let's get it.
Prom. I usually have something silly and fun to say at this point in the video to get it moving, but I don't. What is prom? What the hell is going on here? It's a teenage rite of passage. We have a bunch of movies and TV shows based around the concept, and we put a bunch of pressure on the kids to make sure they enjoy it, but like...
I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like prom is just... I feel like there's no reason for a prom. Because you guys are just standing there dressed up nice and dancing. In my opinion, I think that's kind of stupid. And to be honest, it's probably... Like, the way I think about it, it's like... how popular you are, because isn't there like prom king and queens and things like that? Because if you're not fucking popular, there's no reason why you should be going to a prom dance, bro, or just a prom in general, bro. That's how I think of it.
It's just a dance. Why is it such a big deal? It's just a room full of awkward 17-year-olds who are trying their best not to get boners. That's not interesting to me. This ritual began in the 1800s based off of the eyes wide shut parties the elitists would throw, called debutante balls or coming out parties, which has no relation. So at its very essence, prom started as Illuminati cosplay.
Oh my gosh, is that how people really used to dress for these? Nah. No, these are just random pictures, I'm assuming.
But even the name prom is pretentious. Do you know where the name prom comes from? I didn't until I made this video. It comes from the old southern fancy term of promenade, which means couples follow one another in a given direction, each couple having both hands joined. Which would be cute if proms weren't just teenagers rubbing butts to Little John. Throughout the 20th century, the...
Yeah, I don't ever think, like, I know it's supposed to be, like, prom is, they're supposed to be, like, is it supposed to be, like, a, man, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. I'm just saying random shit, bro. Okay. Isn't it supposed to be like different type of music every time? Like, is it how it is in the movies when it's like one for like a couple minutes it's like a fucking upbeat song, and the next minute it's a slow dance song type shit, or what? Because honestly, I have no idea what any of that shit is. If I have to guess, I would assume it'd be like that. So there'd be like a slow song every now and then or some shit like that. I have no idea.
Ritual of prom spread out across this great nation as a popular way for kids of all social classes to present themselves as freshly Christian adults. They put on fancy clothes, secretly drink alcohol, and announce to the world, hey, I'm ready to make children. Oh, Tucker, a 17-year-old ready to bear children? That's gross. Well, you also have to realize that the average age of a bride in 1920 was 21 years old, and that's an average. So that means a lot of them were younger than 21, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. By the 1940s, the concept of teenager entered the American zeitgeist, and advertisers started marketing directly to this untapped customer base. Soon, prom shifted from high school gymnasiums to lush locations like hotel ballrooms, country clubs, and even yachts if you grew up.
Hotel ballrooms? They used to do proms, bro. Back then, they were, oh my god, they were balling back then, bro. Now it's just the fucking school's, what is it, basketball court, or their fucking gym, bro. Holy shit. That's such a downgrade.
Today, it's estimated that the prom industry is worth $4 billion annually, mostly due to teen-led prom committees that pick outlandish themes for their toddler grinding session, and parents who don't know that buying an $800 pink sparkle dress is not a good investment for a one-night deal. So let's all...
Yeah, you see, like, I don't understand why they get all, like, dressed up and all that stuff. Like, you see all of these right here? You got, like, how much you think these dresses all together cost? I'm gonna assume the one with the sparkles at least 75, maybe, probably 100. This one, the blue one, looks basic. That's probably gonna be maybe this one. I think 75. These two most definitely 100, 110, 105. And suits, bro. Suits are fucking ridiculously pricey for no reason, bro. So I don't know. I don't know. Like even if I had went to public school, I wouldn't have gone to a prom, to be honest, because I don't see a point for it. Like, you literally spend so much money, you stress for no reason, just to go to a prom that literally nobody's gonna fucking care about within a week of it after it happened. You know, like it's pointless. There's no reason to do it.
Take a look at what exactly goes into prom and find out just exactly how stupid this whole ordeal is. Because if it's an American tradition, you know it started somewhere stupid. God bless this beautiful country.
Getting ready.
So I'm going to do this chronologically in order so that we can categorize every dumb thing that happens on prom night. The beginning of prom starts way before the underpaid teacher breathalyzes you at the front door. Weeks before the big day, you've already spent countless hours thinking about prom. There's a lot to do and the stakes are high. Well, relatively high. You're 17 years old. You haven't really dealt with a lot yet. But it's understandable why kids are so worried about prom because the narrative surrounding this night is always overblown. Even seemingly rational adults will tell you it's a night you're never going to forget, which is crazy because I had to dig through picture albums to figure out if I actually went to it or not. So let's take a look at all the little things that stress high schoolers out even before the night of prom begins. Of course, the first order of going to prom is finding yourself a date, which is a nightmare. If you're one of those off-putting couples that have been together since freshman year, then you've got it covered. You don't have to go around looking for people, but you are weird. I don't want to trash on like the concept of true love and high school sweethearts, but those people, they always have a vibe to them. You know, for everyone else, it's time to go on what I call the charm offensive. This used to mean just walking up to someone you might...
Oh my god, bro. I would hate to do that. I would hate to have to go up to somebody and ask them to fucking prom, bro. Do you know how many videos I've seen on Twitter about, like, prom dates, like, getting asked out to prom gone wrong, bro? Holy crap. That shit is so embarrassing, bro. I would hate to do that. I wouldn't even have done it.
Might have a crush on and asking them out to prom. Maybe doing it a little bit in a corny style with some flowers, maybe some chocolates if she's a muncher. But just simply asking someone out to prom nowadays will not even come close to cutting it in the year 2024. You know, the simple acts of love and tenderness that human beings are so desperate for and that we need to fill our full lives. Yeah, that's not what the girlies are looking for anymore, buddy. They want to go viral. They want to get the clicks. Enter the birth of the promposal, a phrase that tastes like dirty pennies when it leaves my mouth. At its core, a promposal is combining the teenage aesthetic with the public presentation of a wedding proposal. Generally, it consists with a bunch of people running up to a girl with a big sign that has something funny written on it while everyone films with their phones. You know, a nice tender moment with all the privacy of someone who just survived a car accident. But even then, the most popular girls in school are not going to say yes to a simple sign. They're going to want something a little bit more, maybe a lot of it more, honestly. They want spectacle. They want pizzazz. They want something you need an degree to pull off. One guy wrote prom on 500 ping pong balls and then stuffed them into this girl's locker so when she opened them up it would all pour out in an obnoxious way. Then there's this other kid who got the whole school band to play Can't Take My Eye Off You while he serenaded his...
Okay, you see, now that's overdoing it. That is overdoing it, bro. One, it's corny. Two, it's fucking ridiculous. Getting a day, like half of the school or the entire school to go up and like you're singing, I don't even know what fucking song you're saying, but a song, bro, is over fucking corny, bro. That shit is so cringy, bro. I would hate to be this girl. I promise you, I would hate to be this girl. That is something that would make me say no. It's not gonna do the opposite, bro. It's not gonna make me say yeah. That shit will make me say no. And
target. And I mean, hats off to you, kid. If you got a voice and you can sing for a woman, I guess. But just the idea of serenading somebody just reminds me of one of those horny birds in the Galapagos Islands that, you know, do the little dances.
And I owe it all to you.
my god, bro, this is so corny, bro. Oh my god, bro. This dude is, like, he's insane, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I guess do you, bro. But that shit is, I got goosebumps right now just listening. Like, how cringy it is fucking crazy.
I just find it very embarrassing to sing for a girl. The point is, you can't simply ask. The algorithm won't allow it. You gotta go viral. You gotta make your feelings content. And that's what I do, and I'm fine. I'm doing great. I'm not grinding my teeth in my sleep due to overwhelming guilt and pressure. Promposals are getting so extravagant that even large corporations and companies are jumping in on the ability to make money off these kids. Even the Empire State Building is
bro, they really, like, I don't mean to shit on people who are my age, or younger than me, 16, or what is it, 17, 18, I think it is, not even 16. Bro, I don't even know, but bro, I don't mean to shit on, like, my age group type shit, but the people who are, like, 17, bro, and they make prom, like, the biggest shit of their fucking life, bro, I think they're fucking stupid, I'm not gonna lie, because they do all that planning and stuff, for what? It's not like they genuinely think after they get asked to prom or after they ask somebody out to prom, bro, and that person says yes, that they're locked in for life, bro. Like, they're like this. It's the complete opposite, bro. I promise you. The second that prom is over with, y'all will probably talk for like a week or two maybe, and then that shit is it. Y'all probably hang out every once in a while, but I mean, at least that's what I would assume it would be like. But I wouldn't be like the way these people were making it. The way he's making it sound is making it sound like, bro. Whenever like they fucking say yes or whatever, they think they're engaged. Like what the fuck?
Selling promposal packages. For $250, you can prompose on the 86th floor observatory with massive letters that spell out prom. And the package includes some romantic lighting along with 2 champagne flutes filled up with sparkling cider.
You see, like, bro, this is not necessary for a prom, bro. I don't like. What is that, bro? Oh my god, that's doing too much.
Which is cute, but wouldn't this moment be reserved for people who are like actually proposing? You know what? Fuck it. No, let's not give this beautiful moment to people who are going to spend the rest of their lives with each other. Let's give it to 2 kids who are going to hate each other by summer. Next up, let's talk about the attire. The silly clown-like attire. The dress code of prom is one of the weirder aspects of the night. You know when you overdress a baby when you bring them to church on Easter because it's cute? Well, that's kind of the vibe of prom. Just children emulating what they think adults would wear to fancy events and missing the mark by several hundred yards. So let's start with the tux. With the fellas, the dress code is usually formal or black tie. And honestly, this might be the only time in your entire life where you're gonna end up wearing a tux, which I bet you kids didn't know that, but as an adult, you don't really wear tuxedos ever, at all.
I was about to say, I've never seen an adult wearing a tuxedo unless they work in like a fucking business owned thing. And even on top of that, it's not a full tuxedo. It's like just fucking dress pants and a button up t-shirt, bro. And it's never a fucking tie. Like wearing a full-on tux or some shit you'll wear at like a wedding or like, you know, at a quinceañera or something like that, you know, like those type of things. Those are places and times, bro. I don't think you need to go get all dazzled up. Like, bro, just go in some nice ass fucking clothes to prom. You don't need to spend like goddamn $400 or $500 on a fucking tuxedo. Like, get you on to look nice, but you could look nice on a fucking budget, bro. Like what?
Weddings I've been to aren't even black tie. You just wear a nice pair of chinos and a fancy dress shirt. I think the entire tuxedo industry is being held up by teenagers and butlers. And also, what the fuck is going on with tuxedos? It's like a weird Amish version of a suit. All clothing technology has stagnated with this particular fit. For example, the tuxedo shirt. What the fuck is going on here? It's got all these weird slats like it's window blinds for your
Oh my god, I love this dude, bro. What the fuck is going on here, bro? I promise you, bro, this shit look weird. It looks weird. It looks crazy.
Bare skin, and then it has holes but no buttons for those holes. Instead it has like these metal studs that attach through the buttons are way more simple than whatever the fuck's going on here. What is this archaic form of fastening? Are you afraid of buttons? Do you think poor people only use buttons? Rich people love buttons. And that's just the shirt. Then you gotta get like a vest, a bow tie, a jacket. You end up looking like a magician. You don't look cool. And those weird pocket handkerchief things, what are you gonna do with that?
Oh my god, bro. People just use that for like decorations, bro. I'm telling you, they use shit for decoration. It makes no sense.
Weird pocket handkerchief things.
Like you're never gonna use that, bro. I would assume that that's like a fucking napkin, bro. If there's no napkins, I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna wipe my hands on it. I could care less about if it's for design or not, bro. It looked like a napkin.
What are you gonna do with that? What are you gonna do with the handkerchief? You're gonna blow your nose into that baby elf blanket and put it back into your pocket? I know you're renting this thing. That's not gonna work. But I mean, at least with the tux, you hardly have to think about it. If you're lucky, you get to rent one for like $100. You hang out with the boys for a night, and then you bring it back to the strip mall the next morning. But the prom dress? That's a whole different beast. That's a whole different monster. Dads of daughters, bless your hearts, because for the next few weeks, your life is going to be...
Bro, look how fucking... Like, he looks over, like, blue right now, bro. In his mind right now, he's thinking, damn, I just spent fucking $200 on a dress that she's only gonna wear once, and that's it.
Be an expensive disaster. The market for prom dresses is valued at over $777 million annually.
Annually, so that's yearly, bro. Holy shit, they get 770 million, bro. Yeah, that's crazy.
And there are rental options for prom dresses, but fuck that, baby. These girls need to buy. They're not renting shit. They want to buy a $600 mermaid cosplay
I swear to God.
dress and then never wear that thing again for the rest of their lives. That's just the culture. The idea of
and then they have it up as like fucking picture frames, or they'll keep it in their closet and it'll be doing nothing but collecting dust. Like, bro, what? And then I feel like the people that do that, they try to make it memorable, and they'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna give it to my daughter whenever she gets you know, at my age and all that, I'll give her this one. It's gonna be like a pat or hand me. No, that's not how that's just gonna work. They're gonna be like, I don't like it.
Is part of what makes prom so special to these young ladies. It's like a weird memento that they get to keep forever. Just on a cozy night, walking over to your closet and giving that thing a good sniff to remember how the air hung thick with Axe body spray. On average, that dress is gonna cost you between $300 and $700, and we're not even talking about the most expensive ones. Get you a Giovanni prom dress for $3,000 to show all those bitches at prom that your daddy loves you. Then when you get the dress, you gotta get your shoes, you gotta get your hair done, gotta get your makeup done. You know how on every other night of the year girls will do their own makeup? Not tonight. You gotta hire a very expensive fancy person.
No way that's what girls do. Is that what y'all girls do? Y'all actually, like, there's no way y'all hire somebody to do your makeup, bro. It's not that serious.
Do your makeup for you. And I'm not gonna sit here and make fun of teenage girls' prom makeup. I'm sure it makes sense to them in a weird way, but this
oh my god.
This is weird. And all those extra things add up fast.
That didn't even look. I'm not here to shit on anybody, but this. She's all one color. She's all one color, bro. The lips to the skin tone to the what is this? I don't even know what the fuck that is. Blush or some shit, eyeliner or something. I don't even know what the fuck this shit is, bro. But she look like this is all one color, bro.
This is weird. And all those extra things add.
Oh damn.
Up fast, because when girls were surveyed about how much they spent on prom, on average it was $1,139. Yikes. Whoa, costume change. What happened? Did my mic die in the middle of me recording this and I recorded the rest of the video already and now I have to make the whole thing again? Yes, it did. Let's continue. So now that you've acquired a date, an outfit, and a sense of dread, let's talk about where you go before prom. I mean, there's the typical meetup, which we call somebody's house. That's usually where you end up before prom. Whether you're going stag because you couldn't get it done or you're going on a weird quadruple date, this is where you're gonna end up being. It's one of the kids in the group that you're hanging out with. And if you're lucky, it's a cool mom who's not going to notice you took a couple White Claws out of the mini fridge in the garage. And if you're super unlucky, it's going to be the parents of the prom date you're taking, which means you're going to have a lot of awkward conversations with a father who fully understands what you're trying to do with his daughter.
Oh my god, bro. And that, like, every time I would assume it'd be so fucking awkward, bro. Like, you just stand there, like, you're just standing there, you're with, like, the fucking flower or whatever they put on their goddamn, on the girls. What is that shit they put on their? What the fuck is this called? Wrist, bro. On the wrist, you just stand there like that, and then dad asks you, "So, what do you plan on doing, my daughter, tonight?" It's a prom. Just have a good time, you know. And then they'll look at you dead in the eye. Have her back by 11:30 p.m. Any later, you're dead. You understand me? Like, what the fuck?
You're gonna end up taking pictures in front of a fireplace with a bunch of family photos of people you don't really know. Or you're gonna take pictures out on the lawn in the middle of June heat. And the parents aren't gonna be able to work the camera properly, and you're gonna leave a pretty sweaty handprint on your date's back. So it's kind of a nightmare, but it's only 30 minutes to an hour, and then you move on to the next location, which is usually
the prom.
So the moment is finally here, the one you'll remember for the rest of your life. You stumble out of your mom's friend's crowded minivan into the painfully bright sidewalk, convince a chaperone at the door that you and your prom date are as sober as you can pretend to be, enter into a giant dimly lit room full of blue and purple lighting, balloons, teachers, and all the kids you've been arbitrarily forced to hang out with for the past 4 years. Welcome to prom. You can't escape. You're stuck here for a little bit, so buck up. I mean, the first thing you can't escape about prom is the soundtrack. There's gonna be someone playing music, and it's
oh my
gonna be
god, bro. The music, I would imagine, would be bad, bro. So on Twitter, bro, I see a lot of videos about the prom. It's like the most whitest music there could be, bro, and it's like so fucking 2015, 2005 fucking music. Like, what?
Surrounding prom, it's easy to forget the main point of prom, which is to boogie. It's to get down on the dance floor, which is a bummer for any white boy like me out there who has all the rhythm of a dung beetle. And that pain will only be magnified by the prom DJ, someone who has given up completely in their life. So there are two types of prom DJs. The one who has the balls to play WAP and They Not Like Us to the dismay of every teacher and chaperone in that building, or the ones who just dust off an old wedding playlist. Nothing says this night will define me for the rest of my life like watching a bunch of teenagers pretending they're too cool to do the YMCA YMCA dance. And therein lies the paradox of the prom DJ. Much like the common water slide operator, to be good at your job, you must be an irresponsible adult. Your whole business model is playing songs in front of teenagers that are about, let's be frank, getting pussy and doing drugs. But that's the only way you can do a good job as a prom DJ, so good luck, try not to look like a creep, and try not to get arrested. Both of those things are going to be impossible for you. And speaking of the adults who don't want to see young ladies shaking their ass to Meg Thee Stallion, let's talk about the adult chaperones. While you're busy grinding it out on the dance floor with your prom date, there's a bunch of teachers and parents watching you do that, which is nuts. On average, a teacher only makes about $69,000 a year, which is not great. And you have to make about 100.
So they just stand there and watch y'all while y'all are dancing, bro? Or I would assume that they would probably, you know, be trying to dance too, with, of course, with the fucking other teachers and adults.
$10,000 a year to own a home, so none of these teachers live in a house. So odds are your bedroom is probably bigger than the apartment your teacher lives in. And instead of going out on a Friday night and trying to jumpstart their sex life, they have to watch you have one all night, and then they go back to their shitty little apartment and watch you forward.
All
just
night?
to get a glimpse of what it might be to be.
It lasts actually all night, or is it just like to like 2 in the morning? I thought it ended probably like fucking. Actually, I don't even know what time it ended. Holy shit! But I didn't think all night.
A kid again. So you're basically cocking them on a weekend night, which is not cool. So cut them some slack and don't be a dick about being a dick. Try and get laid, but don't do it in front of them. But let's talk about the people who are always going to be dicks, aka everyone around you, the kids. Prom isn't about some weird DJ or the teachers, it's about you and the friends around you. The kids you've known since everyone believed in Santa Claus and you all smelled like wet crackers and piss. And even though all of you were told you're special snowflakes with unique abilities and talents, you're not. You're all the same people. You are all archetypes. A copy of a copy. And that's okay, we all are, but prom can take these archetypes to an extreme. So let me break down some of the people you're gonna run into. We have the never gonna leave this small town kid. No prom is complete without the kids who got too drunk too early. College is really the time where you learn how to hold your liquor. It's where you put in your 10,000 hours and become an expert by playing games like beer pong and Edward 40 hand. But these kids will never get their BA and ABV, so they might as well start learning now, and they're gonna do it. They're gonna learn real hard real quick. They show up reeking like a bathtub distillery, awkwardly fumbling to find their ticket while they're blowing dragon breath into the volleyball coach's face. A lot of them even get caught in the act, chugging nips on their way into the building. Their night is over before it began. The best of them are sent home, and the worst of them have to deal with the cops. But lucky for them, they're gonna have a lot of time to work on their livers for the next 30 years after they achieve their lifetime jobs at the box factory on the outside of town. America runs on alcoholic. Next up, we have the kid I like to call the dancing Melvin. You guys know Melvin, right? The kid who's not that weird, but also not popular. He'd probably make some friends if he wasn't so shy, but sadly, his self-confidence sabotages his social life. Well, miraculously, at least once a prom, the high school Melvin realizes that the clock is ticking on his high school experience. And like a 90s teen movie, they push all their chips to the center and go all in on life. They get to the center of the dance floor and they hit the worm. They hit the Charleston. They're hitting the goddamn two-step. Everyone thought Melvin was just the one of the...
You see, like, that's just doing too much, bro. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. You have to have, like, fucking hella confidence for that, bro. And it's not even that. I'm not a fucking very outgoing person. So I hardly talk to anybody. I only have a small-ass friend group, and it's been like that for a while. And I don't plan on changing up and being fucking energetic just for a one-night thing. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
The Mill Virgin nerd. But turns out they didn't go stag because they couldn't get a date. They went stag because they had a plan on picking up everyone else's. Now they're absolutely killing it. There's a circle around them of all the popular kids. They're chanting his name. And every second he's killing it in that dance floor, his chances of getting laid are rising exponentially. Melvin, when we go back to school on Monday, you might go right back to being the quiet kid that no one remembers. But tonight, you're the star in my heart. Also, know when to stop. Know when to stop doing the dance, because when nerds get attention, they don't know, they just get addicted to that feeling, and then they go for too long and it gets a little awkward. So just walk out.
Imagine that, bro. I'm over there, or not me, but somebody's over there fucking hitting the worm and shit, break dance or whatever. I don't care, doing fucking, I don't know, what is that, getting sturdy, whatever, and it lasts good for like a good 2 minutes, right? And then the music like completely changes to like a slowish song, and that dude is still there, getting in everybody's fucking way, probably stepping on the girls' dresses and shit, like just being obnoxious. Oh my god.
On the biggest cheer, biggest laugh. Just know when to stop, okay? And then we have the aptly titled, Kids Who Cannot Wait to Have Sex. And they might not. These kids are treating prom night like an episode of Euphoria. I've never seen Euphoria, but I know it's a bunch of kids having sex. There's a tension to these couples that is almost visible, like cartoon stink line. It's something about the music, the lighting, it just channels something within them that is animalistic. They unlock their jaws and shove their tongue down each other's throat like boa constrictors, much to the dismay of every teacher watching, eventually leading to very public over-the-pants stuff, which, hey, let's stop that maybe. And then one kid sees they're doing it and then he's like, oh, I might as well do it with my prom date. And then you start a chain reaction of horniness, which is not good. And I understand you're a 17-year-old boy, which means that your brain is sitting shotgun while your wing works the pedals, but just have an ounce of self-respect. And finally, last but not least, we have the royalty, something that confuses me to no end. So we have to pay homage to prom's roots, okay? That's why we have prom queens and kings. Remember that weird thing that we do? Because we need...
I wonder who started the prom king and queens like thing and all that, and has it ever caused like actual like problems? You know, has it caused problem? Like, let's just say there's two fucking really popular girls at school, and both of them had like the same amount of votes or something. Like, cause I'm pretty sure y'all gonna vote for who prom queen and prom king, right? Or whatever. Like, has this ever started any type of problem in any time? I'm pretty sure, right? I mean, I would assume it would have caused problem. Like, damn, bro, she only beat me by one vote, or damn, that dude only beat me by like 2-3 votes, bro. Like, what?
Need to make it obvious to the collective whole that some people are just better than others for some reason. I don't get it. The tradition started in the 50s and was generally based off of 3 categories: beauty, poise, and popularity. Which is really mean, really mean. You know what we should do? We should put kids through a literal popularity contest on the most important night of their lives. That won't have any adverse effects on their mental health. Like most things from the 50s, it's weird, but we just kind of let it slide for posterity's sake. Like how your grandparents...
Do you keep...
It's weird, but we just kind of let it slide for posterity's sake. Like how your grandparents mentioned
My God. Do you keep the crown, you know, and all like the whatever the fuck this shit is right here? Do you guys keep this, or is this something you give back? If you keep it, it'd be dope to have, but yeah, I don't know.
Popularity contest on the most important night of their lives. That won't have any adverse effects on their mental health. Like most things from the 50s, it's weird, but we just kind of let it slide for posterity's sake. Like how your grandparents mention the race of everybody in their stories for no reason. It doesn't add to the plot. They just need to let you know that a black guy was there. But as cringe as it is to watch 2 kids hit their lifetime peak right in front of you as plastic crowns are adorned on their forehead, it's even worse when the royal court becomes a virtue signaling massive circle jerk. So this is gonna sound mean, but you just gotta stay with me, okay? Every year, there's a feel-good story about a kid with a horrible illness or a Down syndrome kid getting voted in to be king or queen of prom. And honestly, I don't know if it's okay or not. I don't know if that's cool. I don't know about you, but I feel like with people in that situation, you should treat them like normal human beings.
I don't know. See, now this is something that will kind of like get me, kind of blow me in a sense, because people obviously only, like, people who have Down syndrome and things like that, you know, nothing against like people who are sick, you know, or have like disabilities on them, right? Like, all love to them, but what would kind of blow me is if one of them was announced like fucking prom king or prom queen. I would feel like, why do y'all feel bad for her? Like, I don't know if that's just a fucked up thing for me to think, but in my mind, I'd be like, cause okay, me, I don't like when other people feel bad for me. So if I had been elected for that shit, I'd be like, why the like, y'all just did this shit cause y'all feel bad for me, bro. Like, treat me like a regular human being. I'm just like y'all. I just look different. All right. I don't want y'all to feel bad for me and shit. Like that's how I would assume. I wonder if that's how it is for them too or not.
And not pawns in a Hallmark movie script, and like you're using them for inspiration. It's weird, right? I just feel like whenever someone's in that situation, you're voting them in to make yourself feel good, not the person there. It seems selfish. I don't know. Maybe they love it. I don't know. And let's not forget about the poor guy who should have won prom king based on 1950s criteria. What about him, the beautiful man? He'll never get his beautiful moment in the sun before he rides into the sunset of wasted potential. The next time you see him, he'll be at a hometown bar, sad, bloated, and probably riddled with CTE. But only if you gave him a crown. Only if he could have been somebody. He could have been a contender. And we have after prom. I I don't know if I can talk about this, quite honestly. Some kids go back to the house that they originally came from, and they have a little party under parent supervision. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes schools will do like a complete lockdown after prom, which is smart. They should do that. This is when they lock kids into either the school itself, or they'll like rent out an entire theme park and keep them there until like 6 in the morning. Not only is this smart because you don't want babies being born at the age of 17, but another horrible reason that you want to lock kids up after prom is because of drunk driving, which is a big issue. There was a survey that revealed 31% of teens reported they or their friends would be using drugs or alcohol during prom, which is not great. And of the teens who drink on prom, 53% are having 4 or more drinks, so that's not good to drive. And 90% of teens expect their friends to drink and drive on prom night. My God, what the fuck? 87% of surveyed teens.
90%? What the fuck? 90% of teens expect their friends to drink and drive on prom night. They're not even friends at that point. I don't give no fucks, bro. Like, if you know you gotta drive, don't fucking drink, okay?
Fuck. And 87% of surveyed teens would rather drive under the influence than call their parents for a ride. So, that's a good reason to lock them in. Anyway, after prom, kids have sex. And I don't know how to talk about that. Some kids get hotel rooms. That happens sometimes if the parents are cool. But I don't. That's crazy to me that a dad's like, yeah, use my credit card to get banged. But it's also interesting because a lot of people assume you lose your virginity on prom night, which is not true. I had to do some research on that, and now I'm on a list. But I do have the numbers. 14% of girls report having sex on prom night, which is not that many. But only 5% are losing their virginities on prom night, so they're losing it before that anyway. And only 3% of boys are losing their virginity on prom night. So a lot of sex is not happening on prom night. It's just crazy how much effort a guy will put into prom for the hopes of getting laid, and you have a 3 in 100 chance of getting it done. But hey,
That was a nice suit. I'm not gonna lie. Hold up.
getting laid, and you have a 3 in 100.
That is a nice suit. I would rock that suit, bro. I would wear that. That's a nice suit, bro. They, good couple. Not. You know, they went matching. Dope. You know, he got the fade looking fresh. She looking good. You know what I'm saying? Matching color. Dope. Mwah, dope. I would wear that tuxedo, bro, or that fucking outfit. That's a nice ass outfit.
But hey, them's good.
Probably different shoes though. Yeah, different shoes for sure. Different shoes for sure. Yeah. But other than that, fit itself is nice.
We'll put into prom for the hopes of getting laid, and you have a 3 in 100 chance of getting it done. But hey, them's good odds to a 17-year-old. I'm not gonna blame you. So I would just say to relax. That's what I would say to anyone going to prom. Just relax. Just have fun with your buddies. Don't worry about having too much fun. It's just another night. It's a stupid night. Nothing ruins fun like pressure, because pressure is pain, and pain isn't fun. New videos every Saturday and Wednesday sometimes.
That was a W video. I liked it. W video. All right, the next one.